Chances are that if you were a gamer in 2016, you probably played plenty of great FPS games, including the focus of today's video, Titanfall 2. And until a week or two ago, I've actually never played it. Was I busy playing Call of Duty Infinite Warfare?
Nope.
Overwatch?
How about no?
Doom?
No, thank you though.
I was busy playing Battlefield 1, a real man's game. But now, the year is 2023, and I was over Battlefield by the time 2016 ended. Call of Duty is officially grinding my gears, and I've been itching for a more movement-focused shooter. Enter Titanfall 2. Every nostalgia-laden, basement-dwelling FPS sweat's favorite game, besides Apex Legends, of course, the spiritual successor to this game, made by the same people. And what better way for me to experience Titanfall 2 for the first time than to beat it at the hardest difficulty and get the platinum trophy for it. We begin our story on the training grounds of some virtual reality world based on a place called Harmony. We learn about the two key components of every FPS game, using the left stick and all the associated movement abilities, and using R2, or whatever your trigger button is, in precise coordination with the right stick. We grab some weapons, hit the range, and thrust ourselves into the gauntlet, a time trial that combines moving and shooting into an event with a scoreboard, which is where we pick up our first trophy for completing the gauntlet. And in doing my research prior to playing the game, I know that there's another trophy to earn here at this gauntlet, and that is acquired by beating one of the top 3 times. However, this is widely noted as one of the toughest challenges in the game, with only 1.9% of PlayStation players having earned this trophy at the time of filming. Not a good run, not a good run. It's safe to say, I see why only 1.9% of players have this trophy.
Oh, restart the gauntlet, please.
I'll try again.
Run forward, you dingus.
And in the water we go. And again. No, why does he just stop? Oh, this is annoying, dude. And again. No, why does he stop just dead? Stop, brother! And again. No, okay, just restart it. That was. And again. No, I'm gonna freaking hit the wall. And that just stops all my progress. I miss every shot. Okay, this is. And again. No, why does he just fall off the wall? Stop falling off the wall, brother! What, I'm an aneurysm. How am I supposed to hit 33 seconds on this? What am I missing?
2 hours later.
No, why would you mantle that? Ah! Please! How does that hit nothing? What is happening? No, if I'm looking this way and my momentum's going this way, why am I going that way? Please, someone make it make sense. And after struggling to grasp the concept of physics and momentum for 2+ hours, I finally pieced it all together and finished the gauntlet with a time worthy of a trophy. I did it! I did it! With the gauntlet challenges now complete, I quickly wrap up training and I'm thrust into an actual combat situation. We get a title screen, and the game officially starts now. We are instantly demolished by enemy titans. We awake to find our trainer and soul titan pilot clinging to dear life when he transfers his abilities to us, leaving it up to me to save everyone. But first, we need to get our new titan friend online. We scan the jungle looking for some scattered power cores, and I become an Apex predator in the process. Insert Apex Legends meme/reference here. I am also quickly reminded just how difficult the most difficult setting is. This is master difficulty, and I go down in about 3 shots, so I have to play it real tactically here to avoid getting my head ripped off. I get my head ripped off. And I've eaten a few enemies on my way to bring Optimus Prime back to life here. And once we get my new friend up and running, BT Prime, let's freaking go. We are immediately challenged by another Titan who we quickly take care of. We then receive orders to rendezvous with our peeps, and we start to make some moves. We stumble across some peeps at an enemy base and force our way into said base. Upon entering the base, we find a new toy for our Titan to play with, and trust me, we put it to good use. There, we make like a banana and split with our Titan. We make some moves on foot before reuniting with Optimus Prime to take on Kane, our first official boss fight. Kane doesn't like us because we're on the other team, so we engage in some good old fisticuffs. And guess who wins in one try? It is me. We take Kane's radio from his helmet and press on. We continue on into some sort of production facility and find a thermite launcher. I can't say I know anyone that would leave one of those lying around. We have some fun with it. Oh my gosh, flame on. Grab a rocket launcher for BT next. We don't get to try it out too much before he gets abducted by a giant claw. We push into the World Foundry, where another merc decides they want to play around with us. We make it out of the foundry, only to find ourselves in the middle of a training arena, where we are the target dummy. We take out some baddies, and I don't mean dating supermodels. We make it out of the simulation dome, and continue the hunt to rescue our friend BK. I mean BT. We fight through what's behind the scenes of the simulation dome and run to Ash, the owner of this dome. Now this is like the second best dome I can think of because nothing can beat. After a few tries, we defeat her and we rally on Major Anderson's rendezvous point. The whole objective of the game so far, only to find his body dangling through a ceiling. We did find out what Anderson's mission was and decided it would be best if we continue the mission. We then find the other half of Anderson's body and rip a device off of it that allows us to basically hop between dimensions. We're journeying through some sort of lab or college, and while I'm having horrible flashbacks of my time in lecture, I get a trophy for obtaining 10 collectibles. We find a hololog from Anderson and start to unravel what exactly he was looking for. Major Anderson discovered that an energy source capable of destroying planets was being studied and prepared for war. We fight our way out of the uni and link back up with BT, where I put my flight core to work. Shortly after, I find an energy rifle and put that to work. We break the energy harvester and break space and time in the process. However, we quickly snap out of it, and don't ask me about the science behind this, we're just going with the flow here and finish the mission. Except by finishing one mission, we begin another, because we now have to tell our allies that a Death Star is being made and aimed right at us. We find a big freaking shotgun and find some people that need our help. We help them survive an attack and then help them activate their comm tower, because we need to use it. But we need some power tools to fix it, so we go on a hunt for the arc tool. And using the arc tool, we power the beacon, and it immediately breaks. So now we gotta fix that too. We fight our way through a giant construction site and get some robot buddies to provide us some extra firepower, like some major firepower. We find a fix for our issues and plug it in. Some enemy titans have made their way over to the base during all this, so we take care of them with a sword. I have the power! Richter, our next boss fight opponent, makes an appearance and we absolutely slam him. Like, actually though, I finished him off with a melee attack and got 2 trophies for it. We send some comms out, and the commander pays us a visit. She lets us know that now is the time to rock and roll. We bring the fight to the enemies, and it's all-out war, Titan style. Now this is a big action sequence. It's so cool, and I'm totally a nerd for enjoying this. We acquire a railgun. We use the railgun. We were looking for a giant ship, and behold, a giant ship. That promptly leaves us in the dust. The bad guys have the ultimate power source, and we must stop them somehow. If they are mobilizing, we gotta do it too. So we hit the skies for an ambush, except we're the ones that get ambushed. Classic. These Apex Predators sure do get tougher as the game goes on. It's like the devs are alluding to something here. We fight our way through a big ship and take it over, only to end up in another boss fight with a guy named Viper. We clip his wings. Nice. And find the power source. The Ark, they call it. BT eats the Ark and the ship goes down. We awaken to find ourselves captured by the main villains. A little back and forth, some classic interrogation material, and BT gets wrecked. Or so we thought. He gives us his eyeball, and in it is a Commando Pro perk package. With this package in hand, we make a daring escape where I hit a sick wall run. And after this run, the commander drops us a new body for BT. We put his eye back in place, and BT is back in action. And with a new BT body comes a new BT minigun. Jackable trades. And a new BT ult. Nice, dude. Aimbot. We blast our way to the Ark and find Sloan, one of the top villains in charge, guarding it. It's a duel for the ages, ending in us being victorious. Wow, just barely. We open up the arc cannon thingy and it disables BT. That's when this guy comes back and drops the most obvious form of advertising for another game I've ever seen within a video game. We get up and load ourselves into the cannon. Before we make it to the big ball of energy, BT rips me out and hurls me out of danger. I wall run to an evac and witness the destruction of this planet due to BT's action to save us all. And that's where our story ends. And I get all 3 trophies for beating it at the master difficulty. And we get a little Marvel style ending where BT tries to communicate to me in Morse code, because even though we thought he was gone, I'm still linked to him, yada yada yada. Titanfall 3 confirmed, maybe someday, I don't know what Respawn Entertainment is doing. We'll find out. And that's basically the story for the game. Pretty quick story. I finished it in, I think, less than 10 hours if you take out the gauntlet sequence. And now it's time for me to do some trophy cleanup. So here's the game plan. First, I'm going to focus on some story-based objectives. Second, I'm going to work on some combat-based objectives. Third, I need to snag all the collectibles. And finally, I gotta try out multiplayer. So I replay an earlier sequence to make sure some friendly titans make it through alive, and I make sure to take care of someone's science experiment. I then locate an area where I can destroy 3 titans in one swoop, and I replay the last mission to hit a sick sliding multi-kill. Nice power slide, easy. And I learn how to wrangle a titan. Nice, cowboy up. And after I learn how to rodeo, I learn how to blow up a titan as a pilot. Oh, nice. I did it. I make it to this little hallway section so I can kill 25 infantry in 2 seconds. Rest in pieces. Then I use a guide to locate the other half of the collectibles that I need, resulting in the trophies for 25 collectibles and then all collectibles. Please. every nook and cranny. We found all the helmets, people. I then launch multiplayer, and first and foremost, I edit my loadout. I make sure to join a custom multiplayer network, and after struggling to find a game for a few minutes, I decide to just make a private match where I can just stomp on some bots for 10 minutes, resulting in a multiplayer win. And that's it. That's how I popped a plat for Titanfall 2 in 2023. So now that I'm basically an Apex Predator just for beating the wonderful game that is Titanfall 2, let's see if I can actually become an Apex Predator in Apex Legends. I get killed in one shot? Are you kidding me? Game's trash, dude. What the? And of course the game crashes. If y'all enjoyed this video, feel free to hit this video right here because it's me basically doing the same thing except in another game. So, you know, you might like it. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. Feel free to watch it if you want to. I appreciate y'all being here. I hope to see y'all again soon. Peace.